this is JP, and today we're going to do a tutorial to moomoo.io. Moomoo.io is a building game where you collect resources and basically try to survive. You move with W, A, and S, and D. W forward, A to the left, S down, D to the right. And you hit things with by clicking. So this right here is a tree. So this is a resource, one of the three resources that you can get. Wood. Wood is one of the most valuable resources. It can make this wood wall, as you can see, provides protection for your village, and it helps make spikes, which damages enemies when they touch them. Windmills generate gold and help you get to the top of the leaderboard. So this guy, Quackers, he has 10.3 gold, and so that means he is towards the top of the leaderboard. Well, in this case, he's at the top of the leaderboard. And so you use gold to buy these caps. There's lots and lots of caps, that you can buy, and they all have a different ability that helps you. Same with these little wings, and all of the rest of these things. So that's that. This right here is a food bush. You, by clicking, towards the food bush, or well, like clicking and then aiming your mouse towards the food bush, you can get food, and then push Q, and you'll, have food, and then to eat the food, just click, but you have to have 10 food to eat. So it's a good idea at the beginning of the game to mine or to collect some food, because it can save you in lots of circumstances. Now this is the hardest upgrade to choose. All of these are good for different things. The axe gathers resources at a higher rate, so see, I'm only getting 1 wood per time I hit this tree. The axe would get me 2 or maybe even 3. The short sword, it makes you move slightly slower, and it doesn't increase any resource gathering, but it does more damage. This polearm, it makes you move way slower than the sword, but it does also 2 times the amount of damage as the sword, and it does not have any resource collecting bonuses. This bat is fast, long range melee weapon, so you can get it, and then I do not believe it has any bonuses in resource collecting, but it does do increased damage, and it's fast and long range, which can help in a fight with bulls or wolves or other players even. Daggers are short range, but they mine materials much faster, and they do damage faster, so they do as much damage as my little hammer here, but they do it way faster. Sticks, very weak weapons, but certainly great for gathering. They're the best tool if you're just trying to build an awesome base and have fun without killing anything. So it's really your choice which one of these you want to have. It also depends on what type of game you want to play by playing moomoo.io. If you want to play the game where you're trying to get a ton of gold and but still trying to collect a lot of resources. Daggers, if you're trying to fight a lot of things and get gold that way. Then swords or polearms or bats. And if you just want to have an awesome base and not kill anything, then sticks or axes are great for the job. I'm gonna select daggers. They're the most, they are the most neutral weapon. They're still good at collecting resources, like I'm collecting resources much faster than I was with my hammer. And they still do a good amount of damage. Even though they don't do extra damage compared to the hammer, or collect extra resources in like a general way. So this guy doesn't have any food. He only has hammers, or a hammer. So he's running away from me. This guy is doing the same thing. So this guy somehow appeared but still has food. Sorry, this is probably pretty boring for you right now. Watching me fight this guy. Hey, finally he's run out of food. So this, that thing right there is a wolf. When you kill wolves, and I killed a bull earlier on, you get gold for it. And when you kill other players, you also get gold for it. This is stone. You need stone and wood to make spikes, and you need stone and wood to make windmills, and you need stone and wood to make a pit trap, which I just unlocked. That, as it says right there, that traps enemies if they walk over it. So this guy will also give me gold if I kill him. And so I'll show you what a pit trap does here. So you put it down, and then Meaty cannot escape if he lets me put it down. This way. So he can't escape, and I'm doing damage to him, and he can't run away from me. So he'll give me some more gold. And then this pit trap requires 30 stone and 30 wood. So really, the best thing to do at the beginning of the game is to just collect a ton of resources, try to get 100 of each type, and then worry about other things like getting gold and making a base and that type of thing. So now we're going to find a good group. So you can make groups, and then people can request to join them. So I'm gonna request to join some of them. And then, so see, this guy and I can be on the same team. That guy is run away from him. So hopefully these guys have a good base that I can show you. Yeah, so these two guys work together to create this little base out of wood walls. And then, oh, that's pretty nice. Then they can mine resources without worrying about people attacking them. And see, they're chatting about something right now. Here's another cow. Ooh, there's a bull. So really, you collect resources, you get gold. So now this is another one of the hardest choices. So bows, these are secondary. It takes it takes 4 wood to make an arrow. So when you shoot, it takes away 4 wood from your little selection of wood over here. And then this hammer is used for destroying structures. So say someone had a hammer, and then they started destroying those wood walls that used to be there. So say they started destroying those 2 things. They would do it much quicker than I could with my little daggers. So this little shield, this blocks projectiles, as it says, and it reduces melee damage. It does not take away. People commonly just put up their shields when someone's attacking them. It does not work. You can still kill them. It just takes longer. So those work pretty well. And then this thing I've never chosen myself. I have no idea what it really does. But I've seen people use it, and they've used it on me. So you whack people with it, and it steals some of their resources. It doesn't do too much damage, but it steals their resources. So, I have no idea how many, but so say this guy wasn't on my team, I could whack him with this McGrabby stick thing, and then I could get some of the resources he's collected in his short life. He doesn't even have those things. So, I'm gonna try out this great hammer thing. And let's see what it does. That's not really useful. So this is the guy that started the group I'm in, and those 2 windmill things, those make gold for him, for this guy. So he puts them down when he has 60 wood and 20 stone. He puts them down and they generate gold for him when he's not doing anything. So they're pretty useful. I'm going to run away from these guys and leave their little group because I'm YouTubing. I don't need to be part of a group. So a great place for getting gold is down at the bottom of the river. See, there's already a wolf here. And so, see, someone put a pit trap there to trap animals so that they could come back and kill them. This is another pretty harsh upgrade. Pizzas replace cookies and they bring more health. Turrets shoot, so like say we wanted to make a base, we wanted to settle down, we had nothing else to do. So you put turrets in your base, and then you can still go gather resources outside of your base, but they'll shoot at people that try to raid it. Platforms, there were some platforms downriver, so you can go into the water without feeling the current of it. There is a relatively strong current in the river. Healing pads, you can put them in your base, and then you can battle with people, and then you run back to your base and hide inside, and you can stand on the healing pad. So if you don't have too much food, like if you have way less food than I do right now, then you can go stand on it, and it'll restore your health. This blocker thing, it makes it so that it makes it so people can't build buildings in an area. So say you found this really sweet spot that has like all these resources all bunched together, then you can put a blocker there, and then while you're going to go like gather your group and bring them to this excellent place, they can't, or like other people can't make their base there. And then teleporter. This is useful in a battle, I guess, because you can put it down and you run away, and then you run into the teleporter, and boom, you're gone to some random place on the map. And it's good for the entrance to bases. If you're gonna like stay in your base and not go out, except to like hit the teleporter, to get out and then like destroy your way in when you want to get back in. They're useful for protecting those. And then they get teleported randomly somewhere, but you have no idea where you're getting teleported. So you walk onto that thing and it's like, ah, panic! Where am I? I'm not where I want to be. So I'm gonna pick the turret, and so this is the only upgrade in this age. So you kind of have to pick it. Same with this one. See, so now I'm up there on the leaderboard, pretty high. I think it's time for me to settle down, and I can show you a thing or two about building a nice base. So try to find somewhere that has lots of resources, and that other people are not going to very much. So I don't want to build a base by that wooded area because there's that person there, and he'll probably come back to this spot on the map once he respawns, and he'll come back with a better weapon and start killing me. So I want to make it somewhere that's easy to protect, but still has what I want my base to have in it. So that could be like, so I want to find a place that is wood, food, and spikes, so that I can stay in my base, but I can still get resources, and so I can build things to make my base even better. So I'm gonna explore this Winter Wonderland, so that right there is an excellent base. Someone was obviously there before, and it's also awesome because there are a bunch of these things that are trying to kill me, which may or may not be awesome, but anyway, so I can kill all these things because they're all in there, and so now I'm getting a bunch of gold. So that back there was a pretty awesome base. It had everything I needed, so wood, stone, and food. I can protect it pretty easily because one side of it is against the border of the map, so I don't have to place too many wood things, or like wood walls. So I'm gonna start making it. And see, when I select this, it says I can only make 30 wood walls, so I can't like make too big of a base. I can make 15 of those, so really I can make 45 defense things to protect my base. Apparently cows like to get in my way. So do wolves and bulls, for that matter. So I'm making this base. So you need to place the wood walls close together, because say I place this wood wall a little further away, so like here, someone can get through that gap. Even though it doesn't look like it, they definitely can. So, and when people are trying to get into your base and steal all your gold and wreak havoc on you, then it's a good idea to put your defenses close together. So I'm doing that now. Now you have to make sure there's a good entrance to your base. So these pit traps will trap any other players as well as bulls, cows, and wolves. And then they get trapped in it, and until they destroy it, until they destroy the pit trap, they're stuck there and they can't move. They can whack at me with their weapons, but they cannot move out of the trap. So that took a lot of my materials. Now I need to restock and put down some power mills. So power mills generate gold for me when I'm not collecting gold. So there are such thing as gold blocks that you can find. But power mills will generate gold much more quickly than those. And so when you're making a base, try to find two materials that are right next to each other so that you can mine them two at once. That generally helps. So these two, it's giving me twice as much material. And when I was mining those two woods, it's giving me twice as much material. Same with the stones. I'm getting two at once. So now I'm gonna get outside of this, and I'm gonna start placing power mills around my base. Now this is really all that there is to show you. And if you have any questions, please just comment below. I will answer them the best I can. Thank you.